Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today we're reviewing the gun with the worst name in the history of all guns. So it's not going to be in the thumbnail this time because it's a stupid name. It's called the Beeman. Shoot. It's called the Beeman AR-2078AB. That's right. It's a stupid name, and they need to change it. They should have changed it. But the gun itself is actually very, very cool. This is a CO2 powered 22 caliber pellet rifle. And yes, it is a bolt action with a peephole sight and a very extremely nice front sight. This is a very nice gun. This gun is as solid as like a regular 22 LR. Like, this is a solid steel barrel. It actually feels like a real gun. That's why I bought it. They say it's part of the Beeman Power series, which, whatever that means. So yes, it's a Beeman, and I haven't had good luck with Beemans in the past, but this one actually seems pretty freaking nice. Like, it's a very quality rifle. You can pick up one of these for around $120, which is an extremely good deal because, like, it's actually a really solid gun. And have it delivered to your house. That's the even better part. I bought this one on Amazon, so if they still have it for sale, I'll have a link in the description you can click on if you want to pick one of these up. But it's extremely cool. The reason I bought it was because it's a competition rifle that you can get for $120. And I always wanted to try out a competition rifle, so here is one. I mean, it's not the top of the line, but it's actually extremely nice. It comes with the bipod, this rear sight. It even comes with a regular rear sight for like a 22 or something. I think you can get like 60 shots out of this gun before you have to put new CO2 cartridges in it because it'd be dropping too far. But I haven't never got to that limit yet. Like I said, the barrel is all metal. The front sight is metal. For some reason, they made the rear sight plastic. The original version of this actually had a metal rear peep sight, which is why I bought this gun, but apparently, since it was so cheap, they didn't want to give me the metal one, they gave me the plastic one. But, I mean, I get it, because that sight alone in metal would have been like $120 alone. But that's why I bought it, but I didn't get that. But it's still really cool. It's a really cool gun. The trigger guard's metal, the barrel's metal. Everything on it's pretty freaking solid. It actually seems like a real firearm, like it's that nice. They started making this gun back, I think, in like 2008 or 7. It's pretty old. And what I think this is actually is leftover stock they had from 2008. Because when I first got it, the bolt had rust in it, which a new gun shouldn't have rust in the bolt. And I think it was the oil they tried to use to keep these, you know, lubricated back in the day, which didn't work really good, obviously, because it rusted. So I had to work the bolt a bit when I got it. But I don't think there's very many of these going around right now, because this stock is a new stock, but this barrel and action and stuff is a very old version of the barrel and action. So I think they're just like mixing stuff together, trying to sell over the old stock they have. That way they can get it out of their hair. So right now is the opportunity to pick one of these up, because I don't think there's going to be many more of these left. I think there's probably 10. I'm not even joking. I think there's 10 of these left that you can buy. And I saw how limited it was, and like, they have nothing about it on their website or anything. So I just hurried up and grabbed it before they were gone. These are supposed to be really good as well when it comes to the FPS. They're supposed to stay very close together, like within 1 or 2 feet per second. This is supposed to be an extremely accurate rifle. So I'll be testing that on the chronograph to see how close it actually stays in around the 500 rated FPS. It should stay, whatever we get, it should stay within a 1 foot per second or 2 foot per second. I think it would all depend on these pellets, which I brought out the nice pellets today, the Gammo Red Fires. We'll test that and see what kind of FPS we get, and see if it actually stays level like they say it will. And we're starting over fresh. There's no CO2 cartridges in it, so I'll be putting some in. That way we get the best results. So like I said, it takes 2 CO2 cartridges. What you do is you unscrew this cap in the front. And I always like to put a drop of CO2 pelgun oil on each one of the cartridges, right on the tip, before I put them in. It keeps the seals and everything new. You should always do that with your CO2 rifles. And they go butt to butt. And then you screw this in, and this is what penetrates the CO2 cartridges. There's a little pin thing in the front and a pin thing in the back. That's why they go butt to butt. And then you really got to put some pressure on it a little bit to make sure that it actually penetrates both the CO2 cartridges. Because as soon as it breaks one of the CO2 cartridge seals, it's going to pressurize this chamber. So you got to do it as quick as you can, because when it pressurizes this chamber, it locks up this cap. You won't be able to tighten up the cap anymore when it penetrates one of them. So you got to do it pretty quick. And just like that, you can't turn it anymore. Okay. Now I'm going to do a dry fire, which you can dry fire these, just to see, to make sure we did penetrate it. And we did not, I don't think. And so now we got to get the pliers. So let's tighten down this cap a little bit more. I hear him in there. So that should be it. It's a little pain, but you can shoot for a while. Let's see if we can dry fire it. Oh yeah, there we go. We got it working. What we'll be testing is muzzle velocity in feet per second. So let's see what we can get. We'll do 5 and then record each one of those and see how fast it shoots on average. .472. 467. 468. 463. 464. So that puts us around 466 feet per second average. So we had a 9 feet per second deviation between the pellets. And if we knocked out the first one and just used what we had left, that would be a 5 feet per second deviation, because that first one was a bit higher than the other shots. So a 5 feet per second deviation for, you know, a cheap pellet rifle like this, that's pretty good. Well, I want to say thank you for Riolink for sending me their security camera system to put at my house. I've been meaning to get a security system for the past few years now. I have a lot of money in guns. I have a lot of editing computers and stuff like that. A lot of valuable things, 4-wheelers. Well, I couldn't find a system that was really right for me, because I wanted one that I can monitor from my phone, but also one I don't have to like rewire, you know, power and everything to and from the security camera. It's a big hassle. So Riolink, they sell a solar security camera that is Wi-Fi operated, which means if you have Wi-Fi in your house, you can see from your phone what the camera sees. And as you can tell, this is a solar operated security system, which is freaking awesome, by the way. Which means as long as the sun works, this will work, which is pretty cool. And I'm glad I don't have to like rewire and run power wires and stuff to my security camera. All I have to do is put up this solar panel and then hook it to this, and this has a antenna that sticks out of it for your Wi-Fi. And then as long as your Wi-Fi is working, you can see from your phone what all's going on around your property. But huge shout out to Riolink for sending this. This is a really nice system. Like, this right here is solid. Like, this thing feels good. It is really nice. And the solar panel itself looks very nice too. Very high quality. It's really good stuff. This one I think is about 150 bucks for this kit right here, which is worth it. It's pretty cool. They also sell one that uses cellular data, so you can like put a SIM card in it and use phone towers, so you could have a security camera up in the woods anywhere you want without having Wi-Fi. So you could just put a SIM card in it. Not this one, this is a different model. This one's Wi-Fi only because it's the one I wanted. The SIM card one is more expensive, but I wanted the Wi-Fi one because that's what I need. I'll have a link in the description where you can pick one up. I really do like it, it's really cool. And now I've had the camera system installed for a little over a week now, you know, trying it out and stuff. I love it. I'm serious. If you guys never had a camera system at your house like this, you have to do it. Riolink is really good because there's no monthly fees or anything like that, which I love. I don't like when you buy a camera system and they want monthly payments for you to have it. I think that's really stupid. You can control the camera from your phone wherever you're at, right? I was literally in Knoxville the other day, which is really far from my house. I could sit there and watch my house, everything live. You can talk through it. It has night vision. And you can move the camera around from wherever you're at. You could actually move the camera pretty much like 360 degrees no matter where you're at, which I think is awesome. And for a $150 camera, I'm serious, you cannot go wrong. You do have to buy an SD card to put in it if you want to actually save what it's recording. It'll record any movements. After the data's full, it just rewrites over it. So you always have video saved on it. But I want to thank Riolink, and if you want to get a Riolink camera, link in the description. I'm serious, you will not regret it. Like I said, it's solar powered, it's really cool. It's been doing great. Like, it never drops below 90% for me. And I just love looking at it every now and then. It's so cool. So thank you to them, and let's get on to shooting down the range. Okay, first I'm gonna go for the close still target, the bottom. Keep in mind, I haven't like touched the sights on this since like the day I got it. And I got this probably like a month ago, so. And I did throw it, not on accident. I really wish it was on accident, but I was just like, took it out of the gun cabinet and threw it right on the sight. I didn't even think about it. So let's see if it's still sighted in. Hit the closer target. The big bottom part. Let's go for the upper part of it. Hit the upper part. So the far targets are going to be pretty easy, to be honest. We'll start with the bigger one. On the hanging tree thing, whatever it is. And we hit it. I'll zoom you guys in. That way you can actually see it better. I'll go for the second to largest one. And we hit it. Let's go down the next one. The middle. And we hit it. I don't know where it's hitting at, but I mean, we're hitting it. Can't see from here. Okay. Now the second smallest. And we hit it. Now the smallest one. This will tell us if up and down's out, because they're all the same width. Let's see. For the smallest one. And I missed. Let's try that again. Smallest one. And we hit it. I think it's hitting a little low, but that's because I haven't messed with the sights. I have some water bottles set up down there. Let's try to hit those. I'll start with the one on the right, the closer one. Oh, and that's a squirrel right there. Now, the furthest one on the left. It sounded like I hit it. I don't know if I went through it or what. So we'll throw another shot at it. It sounded like we hit it. We'll find out when we bring up the bottle. Okay. And we definitely got it that time, if we missed the first. All right. Let's go see what we got. I'll bring the bottles up here and we'll check them out. Okay, this is the one that was further away. This is the one I'm most interested in to see if I hit it the first time. Let's empty it. We did. We hit it twice in the same spot. That's weird. It just didn't knock it off the log. That's weird. But there's 2 holes right here, side by side. Here's the entrance or exit. I don't know. I can't make this up. I'm pretty sure I literally shot 2 through the same exact hole. See, that's what I'm talking about. This thing is really accurate. I shot 2 of them through the same hole because the exit wounds are right beside each other, and the only hole up here is the one. That's what I'm talking about. These are freaking awesome. You're not supposed to squirrel hunt with this because I think it's like 1 foot-pound of energy less than what you need to go hunting with. But if you're like really accurate, that's more important than having a powerful rifle. So this thing's solid. Now let's check this one out. This was the closer one. And this one, just put a big hole in it. Nothing exciting. I shot a bobble. But the farther one, that was cool. Okay. Let's see if it'll go through this. Being a CO2 rifle, I wonder if it'll go straight through this bottle. I don't know if it'd catch it or not. I'm seriously 50-50 on if it'll go through this. So we'll test it. Like I said, I'm using the Gammo Fire Red pellets. These are like really accurate, but they really like to expand. So I don't know if it's going to go through this or not. So let's test it out. I'm also going to run it in slow-mo because I've never got to use the slow-mo on this camera. So I'm going to try it out. And just like I thought, it wouldn't go all the way through. But the funny thing is, this isn't even leaking water out of it. Like, look at this. There's a hole in this and no water's coming out. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I think these pellets, they expand too much to be able to do this kind of stuff. Oh, squirting out now. Let's see if we can look at the pellets to see how much they expanded. Here they are. The polymer tips came out. Oh, there you go. The polymer tips came out. It bent them up pretty good. But the pellets didn't take too much damage, I don't think. It's only 500 feet per second. Ain't nothing crazy. Well, I want to say thank you to Riolink for sponsoring this video. And if you want to pick one of these up, I really kind of suggest you do because they're really cool and they're not making them anymore. Check in the link in the description. You can get this or the Riolink. Stupid acorn! Now I want to thank you guys for watching. You're the ones who make me want to do this every day. It's kind of amazing how many of you there are now. It's so cool. Hopefully we can get to 20,000 soon. I'll see you guys in the next video, which the next video might be a knife video. So if you don't like knives, I'm sorry, but it's really cool. Acorns are falling everywhere. I'm waiting for one to come and hit the camera and break it. See you guys.